And we are now being recorded. So let's begin the call as we always do with our signature message. And the man to deliver that and make sure I know what day it is from the state of Michigan, Mr. John Bradley.
Good evening, everyone. John Bradley from Novi, Michigan, and I'm pleased to give our signature message this evening. I am part of a growing team of entrepreneurs with the shared mission to protect and empower over 2 million new families and small businesses with Legal Shield's network of quality law firms and world-class identity theft services. What we do matters, and we are looking for help. Back to you, Steve.
Okay, thank you very much, John. Appreciate that. And actually, tonight's host is my better half, Linda. So I will turn it over to her.
Thank you, Steve. Linda Beck, Morris, Illinois, background mortgage underwriting. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We are excited about tonight's Zoom. So let's get started. And first, let us go out to Jane Lehman for our book review intro. Go ahead, Jane.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight we have a very special book that we're going to hear from Chuck Dodge. He's going to tell us about The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And before I go out to Chuck, I just want to say just thoughts out to Bob Proctor, one of the absolute greats who unfortunately passed away this week on February 3rd. One of the great personal development coaches of all time. So with that, Chuck, go on out to you. And it's all yours.
All right. Thank you, Jane. And tonight, yes, I'm going to introduce, if you haven't read anything by Og Mandino, now's the nice, I'm going to create some curiosity with you. Just a quick story on Og Mandino, and it's featured in his book, A Better Way to Live. Well, he went on some hard times and turned to drinking and lost his family. He's walking past a pawn shop one night, sees a gun for $29. He's got 3 10s. He opted out not to do that, but then he found himself in libraries and found many other authors and speakers, and especially Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone and the Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. So tonight, here we are with The Greatest Salesman in the World. And the setup is scroll number, and it's a story about a salesman during the times of Christ, achieved wealth, and also the wisdom from that, he wanted to share it. So he put it in 10 scrolls. So here they are. I pulled out some of what I thought would be the best of the scroll. And then you can also go and read the rest of it. So here we go. The first one is, today I begin a new life. And it's kind of like the setup. And also in that he says, I will form good habits and become their slave. And each scroll we're to read 3 times a day, once in the morning, midday, and at night. And when you read it at night, you read it aloud. And when we're practicing this, the more we do it, the easier it gets. Scroll number 2, I will great to stay with love in my heart. Now, he says, this is the greatest secret of success in all ventures. It's a high vibration. I will love all manners of men, for each has qualities to be admired, even though they be hidden. Number 3, I will persist until I succeed, and I will never consider defeat, and I will remove from my vocabulary such words and phrases as quit, cannot, unable, impossible, out of the question, improbable, failure, unworkable, hopeless, and retreat. Some of these things you've heard before, but it's really encompassed in The Greatest Salesman in the World. I am nature's greatest miracle. Number 4, vain attempts to imitate others no longer will I make. Instead, I will place my uniqueness on display in the marketplace. I will begin now to accept my differences, hide my similarities. I am rare, and there is value in all rarity. Therefore, I am valuable. I will live this day as if it is my last. Number 5, I will avoid with fury the killers of time, procrastination. I'll destroy with action. Doubt I will bury under faith, and fear I will dismember with confidence. The duties of today I shall fulfill today. Number 6, today I will be the master of my emotions. If I feel depressed, I'll sing. If I feel uncertain, I'll raise my voice. If I feel incompetent, I will remember my past successes. And if I attain great wealth, I'll remember one unfed mouth. Number 7, I'll laugh at the world. As long as I can laugh, never will I be poor. This then is one of nature's greatest gifts. and I will waste it no more. Only with laughter and happiness can I truly become a success. 8, today I will multiply my value 100-fold. And how will I accomplish this? First, I'll set goals for the day, the week, the month, the year, and my life. Just as the rain must fall before the wheat will crack its shield and sprout, so must I have objectives before my life will crystallize. And in setting my goals, I will consider my best performance of the past and multiply it 100-fold. Number 9, I will act now. My dreams are worthless, my plans are dust, and goals impossible. All are of no value unless they are followed by action. And only action determines my value in the marketplace. And to multiply my value, I'll multiply my actions. And finally, number 10, I will pray for guidance. Never will I pray for material things of the world. I'm not calling to a servant to bring me good. I'm not ordering an innkeeper to provide me with room. Never will I seek delivery of gold, love, good health, petty victories, fame, success, or happiness. Only for guidance will I pray, that I may be shown the way to acquire those things. And my prayer will always be answered. Bathe me in good habits, that the bad ones may drown, yet grant me compassion for weakness in others. Suffer me to know that all things shall pass, yet help me to count my blessings today. And he closes it out with this: help this humble salesman, guide me, God. And that's an overview of the greatest salesman in the world. And if you want that, I'll put my information in the chat, and I'll send it to you. So back to you,
Chuck, I
Jane.
believe that is a free download as well. Thank you so much. And next week, we're going to hear from Linda Beck, who's going to tell us about the absolute best way for women to make money by one of our very own Lorna Rasmussen. So with that, I'm going back out to Linda right now.
I think I would have been ready for that. Thank you, Jane. Great job, Chuck. Thanks. And now think about the month you just had, and let's move over to Ohio to Matt Miller with some recognition. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you so much, Miss Beck. Yeah, definitely the better half of the Beck family, right? I love you, Steve. And hey, Chuck, I love that last one, especially. You know, the good book says pray without ceasing. So amen to that one, Chuck. Yeah, so this is time to celebrate. First of all, I want to celebrate everybody who has shown up for this call. These calls are easy to show up for. They're also easy not to show up for. But you guys all decided to show up. So success begins with showing up from Mr. Drennan there, obviously. So, all right, get those fingers ready. We're going to start typing into the chat right now. So if you mad streaked in the month of January or already for February, go ahead and put the word mad in the chat. Here we go. Let's see who's mad tonight. Here we go. Steve Beck's mad. John Bradley's mad. Here we go. Lee Perry, expected out of you. Yes, yes. There we go. Who else we got? Phyllis Martins. There we go. Okay. All right. Who else is mad? Timber Halligan. Yep. Success leaves clues, Mr. Halligan. That's right. Who else is mad? You either marketed membership or brought on a new team member. There we go. Annette Szobar. There we go. Representing Mississippi. I like it. I like it. Let's move on for Mad Streak. All right, Carol Escher, I see you. Great. Let's go on to Performance Club. If you PC'd in the month of January, go ahead and put PC in the chat. There we go. Annette. Lee Perry. There we go. Okay. All right. Who else? Pete Tammer, right? Any other Performance Club qualifiers? There we go. Okay. All right. So, Jane, we're going to say it's going to happen, right? Because it's not the 15th yet. It's going to happen. All right, Mr. Harkema. Yep. There we go. Okay. All right. And then let's go ahead and put the word pro in if you PC'd pro in the month of January. Put pro in. Performance Club Pro. There we go. All right. I'm just waiting for people to type. There we go. Coach Harkema. Thank you, sir. There we go. Any other pros for the month? All right. Let's go on to some recognition for birthdays. If you had a birthday in the month of January, let's just type that in there. You don't have to give the year. It's okay. We just want to celebrate your birthday. That's totally fine. On there. Or there we go. January. All right, Mr. Drennan. Yes. All right. Happy birthday to you, sir. Any anniversaries? It could be with a partner, or it could be just with your Legal Shield business. Any business anniversaries? Okay. A week from tomorrow will be officially 4 full years for myself. It was Valentine's Day 2018 when my wife and I fell in love with Legal Shield. So it's going to be a great day. And there we go. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Congratulations, Mr. Bagley. That's awesome. Cool. There we go. Edsel. Oh, there we go. Love to hear that stuff. Guys, congratulations. That's awesome. So good. So good. All right. With that, Miss Linda Beck, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Matt. Great job. And next up, I am so honored to be able to introduce our guest speaker tonight. Mr. Jim Harkema has a background in football. He spent 28 years as a head coach and then 10 years at a Division I university. He brought those coaching skills to Legal Shield, where he and his wife became $100,000 ring earners, a millionaire club members, and received production award for 4,000 members. He and Jackie are in the Profiles of Success 2020 book and page 188, where it says, "We know we are living the dream." Coach Harkema, the Zoom is yours. And you're muted.
Okay, there
you
I am. Finally, I can figure all this out. Thanks a lot. And John Drennan, I think we were at a Legal Shield, or maybe, I think it was Legal Shield, but when Ogmandino spoke, or was that
that was the People's Network.
The People's Network.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. And he died just after that. Wasn't that true?
Yeah, within months of that. That was his last real talk we saw.
Right. And it was truly amazing. And thanks a lot, Chuck, for the contribution of Ogmandino. But I literally did have the opportunity to hear him and you know, get an effect from him. I didn't know some of those details, but anyway, it did bring back some memories. So right now we're working on a 90-day run, and that's a pretty common trait in our process. But what I'd like to do is challenge you to understand your mindset. Mindset is the foundation of anything that we do. When you have the proper mindset, you have the ability to move forward and take advantage of all your activities. So let me start that, because one of the things that happens in athletics today is you take Nick Saban, you take the professional coaches, it all talks about a process. There's a process from go to A to B. And here's my question to you. What are you majoring in for your 90-day run? Are you recruiting? Are you in small biz? Are you in business solutions? You need to be clear. You need clarity on that. And it may be all three. But secondly, evaluate yourself. What do I mean by that? What are you good at? What aren't you good at? It doesn't, that's not a qualifier. That's just an evaluator. So what do you feel like, where you are, what your strengths are? Now, at that point, create a growth program. What's your growth program? What do I need to do? What do I need to have to be a little bit better? And we call it in our industry personal development. But the reality is, every organization, every athletic team wants to grow as individuals. And when they grow as individuals, the team gets bigger and better. Now, a couple of concepts. One that I've been kind of infamous about is have 100 no's. Have 100 no's. And when you can get 100 no's, here's the reality. In recruiting, you'll have 10 associates. And I lived that. When I started out, My goal was to have 100 no's. And when I had 100 no's, I had 10 associates. Here's the challenge. How do you get 100 no's? You get 100 no's by talking to minimum of 100 people, most likely about 130, definitely 110. So you have 100 no's. Now, how fast can you get those? Secondly, no's and yeses must motivate you. What do I mean? You get a no, you go, oh my gosh, go for it. Yeses, you're excited, go for another one. Let me tell you a quick story about a no that I had. I had three very difficult no's on one day. I was convinced that all three of these people were going to get in. And the first one said, no, Jim, it just doesn't look good. Second one said, no, that's not for me. Third one, I go, what the heck is going on? I go, this must not work. And then I said, wait a minute. And I reached into my drawer. I can remember where I was sitting. I reached into my bottom drawer, pulled out some more names and called those people. Two of them got involved. One of them led to a big organization that's now headed by Carlos and Sheila Bird that would have never been if I'd have let those no's unmotivate me. But it made me mad. It made me compete. And I reached in a drawer and found some more names and called them. And it ended up, so the point is it easy when you get a yes to be motivated? Obviously. When you get a no, does it motivate you? So have those two things, in that process. The next thing I'd like to encourage you to understand is focus on doing your best. It's not measured by result, but how you execute it. Think about that. You are going to measure yourself by, did that person get involved? Did I make a sale? No, measure yourself by how you executed the process. Because when you evaluate the process will get better and better and better. And then you have the ability to have better results. Don't judge yourself by results, judge yourself by the ability to do the things in the right way. So, I believe those things are so important. Next, I would suggest to you a workout partner. What is a workout partner? A workout partner is somebody that the two of you agree that you will communicate with candidness, openness, and measure yourselves each day to meet your next goal. If you're going to go and lift weights, you can lift weights by yourself. But if you have a partner that says, hey, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Well, how about you? A little bit more, a little bit more. You see, that's a true workout partner. A workout partner is not somebody to chit chat with on a daily basis. It's to, hey, what are we going to do? Let's get it done, da, 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 da. So a workout partner is to agree on a communication. Here's another fundamental thing that's so crucial in the recruiting process and developing a team. Because certainly being in the business solutions arena and writing memberships, that's where money is made. But a team is built because your new associate, this is a fundamental of our industry that is missed dramatically. When you introduce a new person that chooses to get involved, their list is part of your business. Do you understand that? You recruit somebody, let's say you recruit 3 people, you've done enough, you've got 3 people. Each of those people have a list. And if done properly, it's 100, it's 200, whatever. But those, let's just take 100. Those 3 people are 300 names. Those 300 names are part of your business, because as soon as they get involved in the business, their sales are going to reflect to you as a override. But here's the reality, and here's what the top people in our company do. They understand that the 10 people they recruited, who now have 10 people they recruited, they now have 100 people with 100 names. It's phenomenal, but it takes all the little things in the process to make sure that that gets done correctly. So, what you really want is to create 4 divisions. 4 divisions is your goal in your recruiting, and then develop those as deep as you can, and then realize, and here's my experience over 20 years in the industry, that to have a self-sustaining division, you must have 3 EDs deep to have that leg or division continue for the duration of your business. If you don't have 3 EDs deep, you've got to keep working. You want 3 EDs deep in that division. So those are just some varied concepts that I've learned over 20 years in the industry. Very excited about what has been allowed Jackie and I to have and in continuing. And let me just tell you, in our business solutions business, which sustains our growth, we do not very often, obviously with COVID, go out to do presentations. But within every month, we have 10 to 15 memberships communicated to us to add to our business because of what we did years ago. It's an ongoing process. It's been a great enjoyment for me to share with you guys tonight, and all the success in the world to you. Thanks a lot. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. Great information. Okay,
pleasure.
and yes. Next up, announcements. I have a few announcements here. Don't forget about tomorrow's Motivation Monday stretch call. It's a great way to start the day. That's the 7 a.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern, and a little earlier for Mountain and Pacific. So we'll see you there. We want to, I know Brenda, I said, we want to share with you right now the new promotion that has started. We have a new PPLSI promotion starting today. It's Super Bowl week, and there is a special recruiting challenge called Game Day Recruiting Blitz. It's dated from February 6th today to the 12th. Hit hard and you can win big. The more people that you empower and protect, the more chances you have of winning, have a spin for the prize wheel. One personal network member equals 1 entry. 1 recruit with a membership equals 3 entries. 10 winners will be drawn and prizes given away by spinning the wheel on Super Bowl Saturday, February 13th. This will be live with Don Thompson on PPLSI Facebook Success at 4 p.m. Central Time, 5 Eastern. Membership sale, This is in addition to every new associate recruited with a membership that has 1 personal membership sale in February who gets their $50 associate fee back. So keep up with the announcements, check your Ellis Engage, listen to the leadership show, and be on Facebook next week on Sunday at 4 p.m. to hear if you're gonna win. And Now over to our motivational moment, Phyllis Martins.
Thank you, Linda. This morning, Chuck Dodge and I were talking. Our discussion veered off to pursuing one's dreams, or do we remain in our comfort or safe zone? I found the conversation really interesting as it seemed to tie in with a couple of quotes that I found on Friday. The first one was on a motivational poster. It said, "Life will change when you become more committed to your dreams than you are to your comfort zone." I didn't see an author for this quote. However, my second quote was from Henry Ford, and he said, "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." I want to end the motivational moment with, let's get out of our comfort zone to pursue our dreams. And we can make an affirmation from Og Mandino's third scroll: "I will persist until I succeed." Back to you.